All right, let's try a few more of these. So the VB script that we looked at a while ago had this file name, 12.12.14.temp, which was an executable it uses involved in the ransomware attack. So let's look for that. All right, and find 190 events. That's good. Now we're going to look at event description, and we're trying to find the initial launch of this thing. So here's event description. And so I'm thinking it would be process create, probably, possibly image load. Let me check my, yeah, a process create. That would make sense. So that gets us down to 7 events. And look at command line, all right? Here's command line. Okay, there you go. There it is running that program. Here's running something else, ask. Here it is, another one, starting it from a share. And these are process creation events. Here's task kill, killing it. And then there's other things. Okay, so you can see it starts the process, and this is the parent command line, I think, that starts the process, running the CMD, opening a new console, and starting that application. Then that will launch the process itself, which is here. And then later on, it will kill the process when I guess it figures out it's done encrypting the files. So you should be able to answer the question based on those events. And you're looking for what is the parent process ID of this initial launch. So look at the earliest of these events. All right, that's one way to do it. They sort automatically in decreasing time. This is 9:48:42. That's 41, and that's 41, and that's earlier. All right, so here's the earliest event. And see the parent process ID field. So there's the parent command line. There's a parent process ID. All right, so it'd be one of these parent process ID fields. I'm not quite sure that's the right event, but there aren't that many choices. There. All right. There. I'd be one of these. All right. And then you want to know how many text files it's encrypted. So find all events, including text, and find the path to Bob's Windows profile. So let's try that. .text. All right, and now we want to find the file path. Whoops, I got to have a dot instead of a comma there. All right, so these will be things that refer to text files. All right, there's 4,700 of them. Now there is a path, profile path option here. See if I have the right name for it in my hints here. The path to Bob's Windows profile. All right. And these look like it's creating ransomware files. Temp, all right. And there's 4,000 of them. So that's one possible place to look for it, the relative target name, but I'm hoping I can find another. That's the name. All right, I'm not having any luck figuring it out. Here's one thing that's useful, Wayne Corp Inc. Yep, that's useful. Here's the domain name. Wayne Corp Inc. is part of it. URI path, that doesn't look very helpful. All right. Well, I'm going to skip to the answer, which I don't remember how I found it, which is it's the path to Bob Smith's user profile is what you'd expect it to be. And I don't remember how I found it before, but it's that. It's C users Bob Smith Wayne Corp Inc. And so I think you could find it by just searching for Bob Smith's name. And probably back when we did his Active Directory login, we could have found this. If you do that, then you find 412 events. And I think that's it. Yeah. Examine the file paths and remove the ones outside Bob's profile. Yeah, so I just put the full profile in here. This accomplishes the same thing. There is a way to find the file path in the other one, though, and add it to the path. Examine the file paths. Let's see if I can find file paths. Oh, there's file paths. All right. Okay. And some of them are, in fact, outside Bob Smith. So anyway, you can do it this way. And so we talked about this before. One thing you can do is just make a table of this. With a pipe. All right. And now you get 412, and you can see they're in some kind of order. So you can just look somewhere towards the end will be the ones that aren't in Bob Smith's profile. Yep, so you can remove the ones that aren't in Bob's profile and get the total. So anyway, that shows you it encrypting the files. And so the malware downloads a file that contains the ransomware cryptor code. So we look for HTTP downloads from the server-related domain name that we found a while ago, which was proximity.org, solidarityproximity.org. So all we have to do is, let me just put this one in here. All right. So we look for HTTP events going to that domain, the domain we found before. What does pipe table mean? Pipe table means take the output and instead of showing me every event, show me a table of certain fields. It's just another way to display the answer. So I don't get every detail of every event. I see just the particular fields I'm interested in. Good. And so now I only have one event. And this would be showing me things. Search for HTTP downloads. All right, let's just see what was downloaded here. Here's the content. And this, by the way, looks like the malware running. Here's the JavaScript inside the function. There, mhtr.jpg. That's what it was getting. So it got this thing with a JPEG file name, which should be an image. But if you research that on Google, you'll find out this is a known trick of the Cerber ransomware. They're a random ransomware attack. And what it does is it's an image file, but it uses steganography to hide code inside that image file. That's what the image looks like. And inside there is VBS code, which it extracts somehow and runs. So that's the game here. And that's the point. That's the end of this, how the Cerber ransomware works. So that's it for Spunk. I'm going to stop this one.